Hello, hello everyone. Welcome. Hope you liked the lovely new title card thing worked on this morning. Right, so back to the game. Hopefully this is all working fine still. But yeah, so last time, or yesterday, we were at the point where we got to Meridian opening. We got some random stuff. And we finally beat Xiaogyuan. Everyone's favourite set of things to do. So today I'm looking to really consolidate all of our stuff in Meridian opening. Ah yes, the old crash, the most devastating of cloud attacks. That's why it's the best school, you see. Yeah, we're going to look to upgrade our things. We have a set of upgradable items here. The cloud first. And then Sky Piercer. We'll dump some stuff into that. We're all pretty low on our gear, so we're looking to upgrade that too. And then we'll go do some quests, like helping Needle Fairy go and murder her creations. And get ourselves a flame. That's the plan. We'll see where we get to. For now, let's start off with having a little look at the requirements to upgrade our cloud. Because it does look absolutely pitiful at the moment. So, Shoe Blossoms, we can just buy those. This is all pretty simple things to get. Let's begin with that. And we need 6. What's this for? Flesh Annihilation Pill. We can unpin that pill. We do not need it anymore. Got one. Here we go. Also unpin that one. All of those things we noticed and reported yesterday, all fixed for next release. So that will be coming some point, probably Monday, to be honest. As well as a variety of other fixes and improvements. Right, let's get our cloud a little bit more solid. Look at that. Beautiful. The short, I'm assuming you mean the Spirit-bound Garb. Solid for a lot of the game. Of course, making dedicated gear for whatever build you're doing is just, I think, generally going to be better. Because you can actually improve your stances with it. But it's pretty solid. Like, it does get probably the largest amount of damage reduction you can use. Other than, like, realm-breaking gear. Right, so we've actually got almost everything we need to upgrade it to Meridian opening. The only thing we're missing is the Yuhei herbs, which we are currently in the process of growing. So 18 days, I think, until that is complete. You can hang out a little bit more. Have a look at Sky Piercer, some Spirit Grass. I would need to buy some Spirit Grass. Nice and simple. Yeah, the intention is that they aren't supposed to be best in slot. They're supposed to be pretty good, but they are. We don't want the things that you just pick up to be better than anything that you can craft. So as long as you are actively crafting things, you should be able to get better stuff. That's the concept, anyway. Pretty solid. Okay, bunch of things we don't currently have are available to us, but that is fine. Let's go help Needle Fairy. and see how far we can push with our super strong Celestial build. Oof, okay, well, we're not pushing beyond Meridian Opening late. Good to know. Looks like we can do a little bit more refining. And helping P-Lip along the way, why not? Give me some gambling. Beautiful. So we should actually have the... Yeah, we have the fibers we need, which will hopefully mean that we can then go ahead and buy her unique actions. Yes, gentle stabilize, that's the good stuff. Yeah, toxin. We'll just stick with that for now. If we can find P-Lip and get the harmonious completion one as well, that'd be good. Yeah. So now we should have quite a solid loadout. So a rather messy one at the moment. Let's clean this up a little bit. We have our chance one, which we use most of the time. Our cycling around to get our boost on our refines. And then a little bit of that. To be honest, we probably will struggle to use instant restoration. But it's good to have it there. We have the empty slots. No point in not using them. On the off chance it becomes useful, it'd be nice to have. How far you get with just Key Punch? I think you'd probably struggle just because you don't have the defenses. A lot of what makes runs be able to push high is the interactions of the school mechanics, and Key Punch gives you just nothing. I would assume you would be bottlenecking quite quickly. Probably, I'd be surprised if you get out of Body Forging, to be perfectly honest. But I've been proven wrong before, so I won't make any definitive statements. Alright, let's have a quick look at our different options we've now unlocked after getting to Meridian Opening. So, Refining Restoration, which is slightly more efficient than the Gentle Stabilize, but still pretty costly, and we don't really have a ton of key pool at the moment. More intensity things, and the inverse. Given we're currently going for a very balanced build, there's not really much value in taking these ones for us. It's cool to have them. Yeah. Right, whilst we... Oh, our herbs are ready. Let's go and collect them. Beautiful. Okay, so we should have more than enough to upgrade our cloud again then. And probably make a breakthrough pill. Ah, no nether jade. We can buy that though, I think. Go see if it's for sale over here. Yeah, nice. Oh, nice. Well, I'd love to see your progress with that, Admel. The key only, the most pure of roots, is very fascinating. Now we have ourselves a Nimbus. And whiz around the world on that. What do we need for the next realm? Yeah, we need QC stuff, so hopefully we might even be able to do that today, depending on how much I faff around. But the next thing I would like to do is get down into the lake. So if we zoom on over there. And find our lovely fisher lady. She's being very useful as always. And yeah, well, if we get there, I will build the Pillon stream as well. And the intention is to start playing some LF content too. So we'll see if we manage to get there before the release, but the intention is to play this up until the end of all available content. So we'll see. Yeah. Right. We need to, now that we've been given our recipe, we need to craft our pills and jam ourselves in boiling water. Always the most healthy thing to do. Right. Flaring young birds, lesser spirit grass. Do they sell it here? Nope. Shame. Right, let's get ourselves back over to the herb garden. You know, they love to delve into fire. What do we need? 3. Let's get enough to make 2 of these. And we already have 10, so we're good. Okay. Time to start rolling the dice. We'll go with that one. Oh, I am gotten so lazy. I forgot to use our our restoration one. That will absorb. And then this is a fusible one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. We are now just going to be rolling the dice up until the end. And gambling always works, remember? So, now that we have our, I guess, bath bombs, we can go take our bath. A good dunk in the, obviously, beautiful place. This is one of the things that I would love to get a good animation for. The boiling lake with the glassed sand glimmering on the shores would be beautiful. Bit too hot, so let's go and cool ourselves off a bit and then jump back in. Yes, it's purely based off your health. So you need to take, good lord, what is it? 50,000 points worth of damage. So you got to just have either high health or, well, you got to go multiple times. Actually, wait. We'll just pop over to the festival and visit the parade. Get some free key. Can't complain about that. And get ourselves back down to dunking. And now we're able to go swimming. Well, you know, no one needs to read, right? You just bash your head against it until you win. As is tradition. Okay, cool. So let's go take some quests and go and do the lake stuff. We could deliver some boiling pills. Perfect. First one down. Nice and easy. And let's explore just a few more times. Ooh. Right, so then there's some chunky ones going, having a little fight. We will gladly turn them into resources. And tongue. Foodstuffs. One day we'll have the cooking expansion, and you'll be able to cook all these things. And underwater we go. This is one of my favorite locations in the game. Just the bubbles, the idea of diving down to the bottom of the lake. It's just, I don't know. I definitely was very pleased with how it came together. And now, the squid. Now he has recently been buffed, so he should be significantly harder. We'll see how our little celestial build fares. Outscales. We are... Oh, this isn't looking so good. No. The squid is too much for us for now. We'll need to work on our build a bit more. I'll probably break through before we can take on that. Have a little look. Can we make a breakthrough pill? We don't even know how to make a breakthrough pill. Let's go see if we can do some crafting tasks to do so. Oh, Xiaogan. I mean, we beat him earlier. I'm assuming we're going to be able to do just as well. Perfect. Well, one of the two mini games we were thinking of adding is cooking and fishing, probably related. So, you know, one day maybe. There's no guarantee. Well, once again, Xiaogan falls and delivers us lots of resources. So, very, very kind of him. Ah, perfect. Bottleneck pill. We might as well learn some other things along the way. Cool. Let's start off with the easy stuff. And the blank. Again, these go really quick. Look at that. Nice and easy. Now for some slightly harder stuff. We haven't really done a lot of moody opening ones so far. But hopefully it won't be too challenging. Let's not waste... Yeah, we'll just do a gamble on that one. Ah. Okay, we'll absorb that. It doesn't. Not really much reason as to why it doesn't have currently any stats. It just does not. You can request. We can think of something. Maybe just power on it, I guess. It's always been a very niche one to do, so I guess to put the answer more simply, it's because we haven't really thought of anything that's good to put on it. I can absorb that one. Can I? No, we're going to have to restore. We take that twice. Not worth it to do that. Of course, yeah. Okay, working our way up to our bottleneck pill. And we should actually have the resources to make it immediately, so we can just go ahead and do so. Nice. Let's just keep absorbing. Keep our key nice and high. Well, we could... Oh yeah, we need to do one more, then we restore. Yeah. Beautiful. And we can use our harmonious one. Pick it up to full. And finally, max it out. Oh, help P-Lip as well. Much simpler crafts. But it's all craft skill. It all adds up. And then our bottleneck one. Again, going through the nice simple approach. Got a restore on. Look at a fusible. Roll the dice. And always win. I want to make sure we don't waste our actions when it's a unfavorable condition. Throw ourselves up, and now let's see if we can get ourselves back up to the max. Oh, look at that. Our craft skill is stacking us up nicely, and hopefully we can now make the bottleneck pill itself. Need to go buy some resources. And luckily our garden is ready. Hopefully we'll be able to invest in some automation of this soon. But for now, we should probably actually pin the bottleneck recipe so we can see what it requires. That is... I think we can just do it in one attempt. Just another 3. And... another 2. That was 3, but whatever. Okay, well, apparently I can't read. Let's buy all the yang buds we need. Okay, good. Now, let's try again. For real this time. Given we need to max this out, might as well ensure we're spending it wisely. Absorb that. And now we're good. Now everything else is bonus. Oh, if I could absorb that one. Shame. That was poorly done. Well, never punished. We have our pill. We can go ahead and break through. And then see how much E we need. Probably we're quite a bit of a ways off, so we'll go and do some things first, and then come back and do our late breakthrough. Nice. Whilst we're here, let's just have a quick look at what the manual gives us. Chilling Radiance. The 2,500. Not really worth it. We will instead hope we draw it from opening a crystal. Now that's nice. Heavenly Blast will definitely add some good stats to us. Welcome, welcome, Primal. What have we done so far? We have upgraded our cloud. We've helped Needle Fairy. And we've done a bunch of crafting. Oh, and we've taken a bath. So, I mean, what more could you want, right? Now, where will we fit Solar Attunement into our build? So obviously we have our major damage coming in from Lunar Rebuke, so using Solar isn't going to help us. We probably want to look into stacking more Lunar Achievement instead. Maybe actually our build is fine as is. We're stacking up our Sunlight and therefore Moonlight fairly quickly. Yeah, we'll leave it as is. It's good for now. We can look into doing more things when we get to the next realm. And speaking of, let's go and beat up some things up in the Stardrake Peak. What we got here? Oh yeah. Deliver the lenses that we've been carrying. They can look up at the stars. And let's beat up some star monstrosities. Nice and easy. And we've got our Spirit Core. The Forge Spirit will be very happy with that one. And we'll also need some for our own upgrades. We'll get a few. And of course, all of it is money, so we can turn it all in for that big cash. Maybe one more. And there's some bosses to fight. Always exciting. Now, if this gives us a significant amount of key, then we can just go in and go through to late. And that will help us with then taking on the squid. And then I guess the step after that is making sure we grow lots and lots of what's it called? Brilliant something or others. Not that one. Where's my flare recipe? Flash blooms, yes. We need lots of these so we can get lots of these and then get digging. Right, let's go and hand over to the Forge Spirit another Spirit Core. Get her fixed up, given she was falling apart. And everyone loves the gambling actions. Give me all of those. So that will put us over our limit that we can fit into our stance. Let's get rid of the stuff we don't use. Like that one. Never use that. Rolling the dice on the 40%. I mean, I'm always happy to roll the dice on the 50% over the 65. You know, whatever. Bigger numbers are better. We'll keep the 40% as well, just in case I feel like failing every single roll. And with that, we should go ahead and just go and craft our last breakthrough pill. So we need 6 those. We need like, wait, what's that say? We need 17. Well, we need 16 technically. Or 15, is it? Yeah, we're holding 16. Oh, we need 12. I can't count at all. 6 of those. That's more than it. That's not the bonus pagoda. There we go. We have our pill. Yeah, I mean, all of the chance techniques are balanced around the probabilities. But whether probabilities average out over long periods of time, but in the small times, it just feels bad when you roll and fail. Or you could see, now I feel sad. I missed it. Go on, are we gonna look at that? It is satisfying when you hit the one roll, it fills the whole bar. That's why I'm a big fan of the really low ones, and that's why there's some really, really low ones in the later realms. And of course, the other flame that reduces your success chance. and the techniques to increase it again. All of those are fun. Everyone loves a bit of gambling. Right, into late. And with that, we can probably take a stab at the squid. So I might actually see if we can make some pills to, help us stay alive a little bit. Need some more spirit grass. Just buy the whole lot. I don't know why I'm being stingy about it. I'm sure we are flush with cash. You, give me all of your stock. And we'll just harvest what we've got. Not a lot. But yeah, let's get ourselves some sweet generation pills. Now, normally I would just be eating these as if they were going out of fashion. But I've been rather reserved on this playthrough so far. But no longer. Give me the lot. Let's get some recuperation ones in as well. I mean, this is all obviously helping with our craft skill, which we've been slowly increasing bit by bit. We shouldn't need to use that too often. Let's craft this as well whilst we're here. Look at that. Easy. Laughing. Anything else worth crafting for us right now? Nah. Let's go stab a squid. Right then. You're going down this time. Wait until our health starts to drop. If it even does. Oh, well, look at that. Turns out breaking through does make us significantly stronger. Who would have thought? And we have our flame. Very nice. Okay, so with all of those things together, it's probably time for us to get ourselves down into the mines. They say they yearn for them. Right, let's consume all of these. Finally, it's actually starting to progress our progress on that. The mines is what everyone wants to be. That's where all the cool stuff is. Okay, so we have a lot. We can just craft a bunch of these. And let's get digging. Down we go further and further. Hopefully we'll have decent luck with getting our gold walkers to spawn. As those have historically been challenging. People, when they're looking for them, they just refuse to be there. And maybe we'll even get the the special trove early. Now we're going to get silver troves immediately. Beat up a fallen disciple. Now those who get corrupted and turn into weird corpsey, animated corpsey things, they don't tend to do that deeper into the mine. So you only see them at this sort of like higher level. It's those disciples who just don't have the talent to dig deep. Have to keep our eye on our people and spend some on some masteries before we fill it all up. We want to make sure that we have enough to break through, obviously. But everything that... As soon as we reach like 10k, we'll start spending it on masteries. Keep it at roughly that limit. I'm assuming the breakthrough amount is like 5k. I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We're immediately in the silver. Let's keep going a little bit further down, because we need to look for the gold walkers too. But we are rolling in silver. Easy. I don't know what you people complain about. It's simple. Just dig a bit. The silver's all there. Get some more drugs. Yeah, it's the gold walkers. So this one right here, that's right where we started. I have no idea what anyone complains about. It's simple. Let's make sure that we have get our pills into us and destroy the alpha. Hey, look, completely fair game. It's the streamer luck, you see. As soon as you start streaming, that's when the good luck hits. Yeah, let's keep going this way. We want to obviously have a path down to QC, so it's available for us. I mean, once you're set up for doing your mining, it's not too long. What is happening there? Good lord. Okay, let's write that one down as a bug. Attack animations on enemies start end in the wrong place. Always exciting when it's bugs you spot along the way. Okay, well there we go. We've got our path down to QC found. Well, I guess that little branch ends there. Yeah, I think if you're not prepared for those the Godwalker alphas, they can certainly be a shock. I think it's, other than the Hungry Ghouls, it's the first one that really debuffs you heavily. And Hungry Ghouls aren't exactly that strong, so you can generally burn them down before the debuffs stack up. We are rolling in silver. I actually don't know how much we need, so we'll just keep mining until we run out of flares, probably. Okay, maybe not that long. That's going to take a while. We'll keep mining until I get bored. And then we'll go and we'll make our needles and go ahead and break through. Yeah, have we even unlocked all of our... We've unlocked almost none of our techniques. Let's get some of these technique shards. I'll do quite a few more of those. Oh look, a normal gold walker. Beat this one up. Very nice. And we are almost at the point where we want to start spending some of our key on masteries. Mainly our crafting techniques, because those are the ones we've mostly got new ones of. More technique shards. We need like 40 celestial ones to break through. Oh, sorry, to get all of our techniques for celestial. Oh yeah, of course. The 1000-year armor. Probably the best armor you can get for quite a while. It does carry you quite nicely. Up until you can get the end of QC stuff. We're still wearing our body forging armor. Stuff we crafted to look fancy to get up the mountain. And we've got to have more than enough resonating silver by now too. I wonder. Can we go and do this? Yeah, just about. The first hit is a little challenging, but other than that, looks like we're okay to take on the QC early shadow mine enemies. The Forge Spirit's asking for us. I don't remember what quest she will be pointing us towards. Impressive. That's with only key punch or using key block as well? We might actually be able to pick up enough gear to have a stab at making the 1000-year armor. We should meet our lovely little trader as well, I think. We can swap out what we don't need. I mean, I think we'll keep Sky Piercer just for now, so we literally just want the armor. Give me some more technique shards. And get ourselves some really fancy gear for them pushing on towards all the QC content. Oh, so we finally have the bypass disabled, so that means that we are starting to run low on flares. Yep, 12 left, so we'll get one more. Maybe it's 2 more. But we should have more than enough needles available to us. And is there any... Another equipment cache. Oh, well, we're out. Fair enough. Call it there. Here we go. This is... If you didn't get it, it's Huang's son. Though not as... friendly as she is. He's a little bit of a shady dude. Yeah, I want to keep my armor shards. I have 4. That should be enough to... Oh, I'm not even friendly. I need to go beat up some disciples. Where are you people? Not you. I don't want to do your quest right now. I want to... Oh, there's Pelip. Let's go... Show him what a true build looks like. Nice one, bro. I need 2 more to get to friendly. So let's find some disciples. There they are. One of them. Thank you for donating some reputation to me. And we need... What do you want? Oh yeah, I can sell the pills to her now. Bit of money. Always nice. And I need just... Ah, Amer. You aren't currently at the level of my amazing celestialness. But hey, you can work your way up there. With that, we should be friendly with the sect. Yeah, awesome. So we should be able to buy our lovely armor. Oh, well, the recipe for the armor. We can do it twice even. Look, I'm just showing them how they can improve, you know? As the kind senior that I am. Look, he loves it. He's like, I respect you. Can you teach me how to make awesome stuff? And I'm like, yeah, just gamble, innit? It's easy. If you fail, gamble again. So, first things first, we need to learn how to make a... Not that one. An armor blank. And thankfully, the sect has us covered. Get some few more things along the way. Let's make ourselves some items and learn the recipes. Easy. I mean, having the flame and hitting late just made crafting so much simpler. You can absolutely fly through these recipes. Usable. Good enough. And then we can... We'll just do the rest of these. Make ourselves the armor blank, make ourselves the armor, make ourselves a bunch of needles, and pass on through to the next realm. Oh, it's satisfying when you roll the dice and it works. Okay, we'll put them on. Harmonious going. And look at that. Flying through these. Okay, cool. Let's make ourselves an armor blank. Because we're looking to do... Oh, have I not learnt the recipe? Actually, whilst we've got this screen open, let's open the rest of our celestial techniques. Dawning Rage, that's one we do want to keep up. And Chilling Radiance. So we could modify a build, but we'll probably do that after we break through, because that shouldn't be far off now. Go ahead and... I didn't buy the Ocean Nephrite. We'll do that in a sec. Okay. 4. Would be nice and easy. Extremely. Now we need to get ourselves a couple of Ocean Nephrite. Grab 5. I don't actually remember how many it is, but I'm assuming it's not that many. And go ahead and craft it. It was 3. Actually, I only needed 1 more. Cool. Well, let's do this. Or that one. Probably not worth rolling on that. It's going well so far. Absorb again. Nice big roll. Shut up. Ah, gamble never pays off. Need to hit it once. Well, let's get. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Oh. That was pure bad luck. We can do it better this time. Better than 36% perfection. That was poor, all things considered. Normally, it should happen like that, you know? Oh, I should use this one. Silly me. What happens when you stop paying attention? There we go. Now that's how it should have gone. And we can just quickly pop that on. Look at that. What a massive improvement. Our talisman is obviously terrible and could do with improving. But anyway, we are going to be looking to making all of our needles. We're going to easily do this. We're not going to fail even once. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the craft skill now has the caps to stop people feeling like they need to make every single recipe. You can see here, all the ones down from this point, there's no... I don't get any reward for crafting them because they aren't complicated enough. So I don't have to feel like I need to make every single thing and buy every single thing. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to make lots of these, like 20-ish? 20 something. Let's assume I now have enough. Come in. Jam all of these beautiful golden items into my body, which I'm sure is not painful in the slightest. And we will have a look. We will definitely not be doing any crit stuff. I think we will be going with our core. More meridians, more Dantian, more crafting, as they say. With that, let's move on up. The key condensation. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And this time, we'll actually remember to increase our stances immediately. You know, as I always say, you put in a request, get anything you want. It's all about if I remember to do it, and that's purely based on requests. Well, okay. It does require me to read the request, which I also cannot promise to do. So, what can I say? Let's do a little bit more cycling at the start. And maybe we will end in... Oh no, because we need to hit 3 for our Lunar Rebuke. Though we could put... No, because we don't have a technique that increases Lunar Achievement. So yeah, we need to have 3 in our first stance. But this is inefficient. We should probably do that. That's much better. We can have some cycle and then the defensive improvements from cycling along the way. Yeah, this is a Celestial run, if you didn't know. We're going to be playing the rotation style of Celestial, probably the whole way, unless there is a large reason to go for Eclipse. But the intention is to find out how well rotation stacks up. So obviously Rebuke is cool, but we don't need to spam it, given that the debuff lasts 2 rounds. No real reason to have too much of it. What we do want to keep up is our other debuffs. So Dawning Rage and Chilling Radiance we can fit in. which we can just pop on the end here. Means we end in sun. And this one does not allow us to end in sun. So this is probably unhealthy. We need to change this slightly so that we always start in sun, end in sun. Yeah, let's do it that way around. So assuming we start in sun, we can always start off with, well, let's start off with our buffs. Buff, debuff. We're in sunlight now, so we can stack this. Maybe do a bit of this. Oh. And then intensify. Heavenly Blast, that's the one. Oh, wait, we can't do that. We do need to intensify. There we go. We're staying in sun. We start in sun, we end in sun. This is our attack. Then we go for a slightly defensive one, which will need to start off with a heal. Do some defenses. I guess making sure we stack harder still. We're in what moon now? Another rebuke feels bad. Guess we could just do that. And then stay in here. So we are... Yeah, we're even. We are keeping up all of our buffs. We're stacking as fast as we can. We're probably pretty solid. And we have a bit of key left, so we might as well get our next realm of masteries. Starting with our, I guess, most used ones. Vulnerable over here is fine. Not great. Fine, it'd be better to have like barrier mitigation, so maybe we will roll that one. Do we have the stuff to do so? Nah. Weakened is pretty solid. I think that we'll keep that one. And protection, That's my very professional opinion on that one. Again, armored, not super. Barrier though, I do love gambling on some barrier. Shielded, that's a good one. We should have, at that point in time, some barrier. Well, any luck. Now we're using this in multiple stances, so we can boost that with some nice numbers. Extra power is always nice. But this one's terrible, and we don't really have enough crit chance to make use of that, so... Yeah, looks good. What else have we added? Or should be mastering? Actually, can we even master anything else? No, we don't. We can. Have all of those, thank you very much. Don't really like any of these, to be honest with you. We'll take just base power. Base power is always really solid. And we're too poor to do anything. So, we've got a solid set of techniques and masteries and whatnot. And now we will get the big quest. The quest that you all do always, don't you? You don't betray her after all she's done for you. She's going to send us north with our lovely corrupted key. And without really much guidance for what we're doing and why. You just got to trust her, you know? She only has our, the best wishes for us. Yep. So we go talk to the Forward Spirit. That'd be good. I don't really care about the house or the mine. Unpeel probably broken through. Oh, actually, you know what? Hello, Xiaogan. Fancy getting beaten up? Oh, it's so satisfying. But he he's not really handling that very well. But we don't really care about him. We'll just leave him. And his brother's going to put him in his place. You like the multi-character events as well. That's another new one. Multiple people on screen. I think it feels quite nice. Right. Let's find out what the Forge Spirit wanted from us. Yeah, I mean, look. He had a rough time. His dad's kind of a dick. A lot of pressure. And the expectations on his place within the Nine Mountains sect is that he will be able to influence its policies in a direction that is beneficial for the Lin. Not the Lin, the Gian. Whether or not he'll be able to do that is unlikely. But people expect him to handle it, because he is, after all, one of the golden child, given all the resources he could ever want. Ah, the Flame of Discordance quest, yes. And what else does she? What is she telling us about? Formation. What was that quest? I don't remember what that was. Oh, fair enough. She's teaching us some of the formation parts that he had. Well, look, for the patriarchal thing, not all of the houses are patriarchal. It's more about who is currently in charge and their opinion. Now, the current head of the Gian house is patriarchal. And he has definitely some sexist views, but it doesn't mean that all the houses are the same idea. And so, like, the Lin are far more forgiving and view their princess as she can do no wrong. Yes, what were we doing? We were probably just going north. I mean, like, the Flame of Discordance is great and all, but it's... I mean, I worked hard for my Baifang one. Ah, Pelip, yes. What have you been doing? You've been making things. Nice one. The not at all creepy talisman. He's going to help us nicely. When we can push him ahead. Right, what do you need? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Here's some stuff. Go break through and teach me more things. And here is some crafting actions along the way. And whilst you're there, how about just getting beaten up by someone 2 realms above you? That's a sign that you should hurry up and advance. Can't have you be terrible. Right, let me... Oh. Okay, fair enough. He does like it when I show up and blast him with some celestial techniques. And I will never complain about a good bit of craft skill. Now, we should have new plants available. So, could make a completely new garden. Want to be growing, well, as much as we can. We can probably also farm up to upgrade the garden too. But obviously we needed some dirt in the middle. Everything builds off of that. Pop some of these around. We need some Jankang flowers. And we need a bit of everything else. That's not where that goes. That goes there. We'll put 2 of these here. We will do this side. That's a treasure crop, so we don't need it. Do need these. I am. That one does not go there. That one goes there. Okay. Yeah, that corner's kind of annoying. I think. Yeah, that looks good. That then cycles round to producing more of this, and we'll get one more of these in here. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty solid as a bit of growth. Actually, no, it's not anything really to do with the progenitor. It's more about who rules now. Because the Gian, Zhao Gian, she was the progenitor, she was a woman. But the now leader of the house is quite sexist. And in the Lin, that was a dude, Olubu Lin, and they do not particularly have any bias in one direction or the other. And no one really knows what the Jinchi are up to. They're very secretive. It's all about what currently is the feelings of who's in charge. Well, let's start making our way north to the city. Beat up some cute little animals along the way. I remember the day when we finally released Key Condensation. It was such a magical experience seeing everyone jump into it at the same time. That was probably one of the ones where it was such a big departure, because we'd obviously been moving further and further in this direction, and suddenly you got the north. I wonder what it's like to play it for the first time. Ooh, right. Yes. Formations. Okay. So we have learned how to do formations now, so we can start to put those skills into practice. Now we're looking for 2 5s. We have a ×2. Very nice. We have some redirections and some splitters. Well, we need to double to 9, split to 5s, and then we can go ahead and do this. Look at that. Nice and easy. And a good chunk of spirit stones along the way. One thing that would be very nice one day to have is a proper map, so you can see these areas as actual art. Oh, if only I had the time. But let's go and find our favorite excited merchant. Yeah, Night, if you jumped in and immediately tried to do Mo's ones, you would be thrown in the deep end, crazily. The intention is you would have played the game first and naturally stumbled across the formations. Yeah. Yes, the fabled city in the north, the center of civilization on the continent. We don't need any rumors, we know where everything is. Grab some quests along the way. See what they have on them. But we don't really need any of the reagents for now. That's more for if you need the help to craft things. And I think until Sublime, you don't really. Yeah, some of the inputs ones are admittedly a little bit confusing, because we do have ones where you need to put all 4 in, and ones where you just need to satisfy 1, so it adds up all the inputs and you need to hit the number. So it's kind of like there's a variety. Let's test ourselves against one of our fellow sect members. A true fist player. Annihilated us. We didn't even stand the vaguest chance. Fist is strong. Oh yes. When they beat us up, they don't actually injure us, so we're all good. Right, let's quickly do the events, the request that we got. And the beat up the totally not a horse. Because as we all know, horses are just not a thing. Welcome, welcome. And, the cloud upgrade. Yes, we need to start getting our scales. We'll just unlock all the different locations along the way. We'll see how far we are off going all the way to the east. Okay. Oh! A lovely bomb maker. Yan Pao. She does love detonations. And we are an expert crafter with alchemist hands. But the bombs are a little bit pricey for us, and we don't need them. We can just fire the powers of the sun. We do not need items, other than the odd bit of healing drugs. We are massively overstacking on our Sun Fury and our Moonchill. So there is some optimization we could do, potentially by investing in more attunement focus. We probably actually don't need to be running... We should probably have another intermediary stance. Yes, the power of fifth is not to be underestimated. It would be cool if we had bombs that gave you school techniques, so school resources, that's the word. That would be pretty strong. Pretty strong. We probably can focus more on having some more Heavenly Blast in here. Maybe another defensive one. A little bit more tanky. We could probably even do more of this. Maybe we cycle these two. Oh no, because we want Lunar Rebuke up. Oh, we've got Lunar Rebuke here. So maybe what we do is we make this a conditional that only uses it when the Chilling Radiance and Dawning Rage is 0. Always use it every 3 and call it a day. Probably fine. Yeah, whatever. Right. Let's beat up some more birds and things. Well, if we're going to do bombs, the only school that will get it really is Cloud, right? Because Cloud's really weak. It needs all the help it can get. Stand back. Okay, let's beat up a kite. Nice. Good bit of resources. Now, do you think we can take on the Demonic Cultivator? He's only middle. And blood's not that hard, right? What are you thinking? Is this going to be a survivable encounter? Well, let's find out. It's not the most exciting of blood stances, but it did a lot of damage. That was half our health. Though, of course, our first stance isn't very good. Let's see. Are we going to die? Nope. 2 well, technically died at the end of round 2. And that was from Exsanguinate. So it's either there or there. Man. Blood's strong, isn't it? Oh, look at that range. The plains of Zaoshu. But no, we are a long way off doing that. 171 days with our cloud at the moment. Let's go back and have a little sleep. It's been a rough fight. Just about managed to escape having our soul consumed by a evil demonic person. And we immediately get our lovely entrance, a judgment. But as soon as he notices that we're from the sect, he's like, "Oh, it's all good." Because there's a little bit of conflict going on in the city. Witch sprite. Nope. The guards the same as they have been since they got put in. I probably should go through and redo all of the generic characters because some of their art is iffy, to say the least. Grab these whilst we're here. A little look at anything worth buying. We never buy items. Sell all the things we need. And next month it's the auction. So not too far off. Yeah, maybe we should have both genders. And both genders need to be exciting. Hopefully we'll be able to find the tomb. There we go. Now, these are always interesting. The ghostly enemies. They always have like an absorby attack because they're broken in a way that is unhealthy to come in contact with. Now, think we can do a late as an early? Ooh, that was a hit and a half. Okay, not quite. Like, we're going to need to go and get our breakthroughs done. Oh. More disturbance going on. But we don't really have any ability to do much influencing at this point in time. Yeah, quite some long options in that event. And it is auction time, I think. Oh, wait. Let's sell some stuff before we go in. So I've only got like 85,000, so I think it's going to be difficult to make much, to buy much. Let's see. What else can we sell? We'll keep those. Maybe one of our friends will like them. Get rid of those. That. Get rid of that. We should probably eat the fruits. Get rid of all of this. Just sell that. Let's combine everything. Let's open our celestial ones. Nice. Dawn Flash will be very good for our stacking. And let's sell everything else. What's it? Control click? Yeah. Well, another 50,000. That should help us maybe afford a few things. $10,000 to go and have a little fight. I don't think I can do that. Anyway, we've got items to buy. Okay, so we want to have a little look at getting some celestial stuff. Now, throw a few bids on that. This will be sped up in the next version. Hopefully, we'll could buy that. Though it does have cloud boost on it. It's probably not worth it. Our current armor's pretty good. Ooh. Thought I'd accidentally bought that then. So now that we have a bunch of bid power, we can hopefully dump it all into getting what we want cheap. If whatever we want comes up. But, yeah, well, 11,000. We've got 176. Let's bid on this. Just get out of here. Give me it. And 34. That's not too bad. That's pretty solid. That would help us not need the dirt in the middle, so we'll buy that one. Make sure that we have as much bid power as we can. And that's a pretty solid bow, though our artifact is better. Okay, give me this. Yeah. Let's... You lot. Drop out, please. Nice. 46k. Very affordable, very affordable. Let's just skip through the rest of these, unless there is some celestial stuff. Haha, let's get ourselves some crystals. If we can afford them, of course. Well, there's not really many other... Good lord, that is more than I can afford. 243. Well, you must be having a laugh. Yeah, the crystals are pricey if you were to get them from the auction. I mean, look, someone's got to do it, right? You gotta be the one who goes, "Oh yeah, I think that's really valuable. Maybe you should pay a bit more for that." Now, yeah, it's not as much barrier effectiveness, but increasing the amount of barrier we build and the amount of healing we do, it's pretty solid. So we'll use that. Right. Now let's go ahead. Our main focus is going to be on breaking through. So the first things first is let's upgrade our garden with our fancy new device we just acquired. Yeah, the talisman as well. Just haven't got a good one to put in there yet. So the talisman trader was like here. So maybe we'll go back and be like, yo, what are you carrying? We could grab 30% celestial boost. Can't argue with that. Let's do it. At that value, it's pretty solid. I'll probably take the Vow of Celestial, actually, in the Ancestral Barrows. We can do that too. Right, feel it. Did you break through? Nope. He just wants help getting the flame. We can do that. We can help him with that. And let's upgrade our garden. We can get rid of this. We'll get out of here. Pop that in the middle instead. And we get a boost to all of this. And don't need to waste one on essentially a treasure crop. We're good for money anyway. Let's see if we can find the altar. Hit the Vow of Celestial. Resource distribution. We need to make sure we don't miss that. Hey! Fantastic. We are looking good. No stream tomorrow. Next one will be next week. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. I will put a message in the Discord though. So we now have... Well, maybe we've just increased our Celestial boost in total by a lot. So it's not showing there. This is obviously from a boost, so 30% on that. 25% on that. Pretty solid amount. What was I here to do? Oh yes, I remember now. Let's get ourselves our Celestial fruits. Go ahead and eat that. And we're going to be looking at what we need to break through. So, help peel it, as always. And he is now hit Meridian Opening, it seems. Beautiful. So, let's see what crafting hall things we have. Didn't actually learn that. Might as well do so. So talisman blank, vital plate. Might as well learn some more stuff along the way. Nice and easy. So we would like to spend some time on upgrading our cauldron as well. Right, yes. So, getting ourselves a new cauldron would be very, very useful. help us with our new crafting, and also looking at what we need to do for the our bottleneck breakthrough pill, which is probably getting the what's it called? Distillation vials. Yeah, a little while back, the garden did. Sorry, if you're talking about in game, did the garden system get changed? Yes. Good lord, 6 months? 6 months ago? Something like that. Yeah. 50% never works. It is fate. That was dire. Good lord. That was a terrible idea. Oh, there we go. Phew. No, the garden is still the system that it was when it last got changed. It got changed roughly when the Steam release went out. 20% chance never fails, right? Let's continue with learning our various items. The reagents are slightly harder than normal recipes. They're pretty good. Oh, lovely. The lower the chance, the more likely it is to happen. That's how it works, right? Get that 20%. Never lucky. The moment I say it is easy to do, that's when it fails. Such is fate. Once again, we will go ahead and begin the gambling. Look, you never taunt RNGesus. It's the losing game. Right. People cost. Yeah. Let's roll the dice. Okay. Rolling the dice, terrible idea. Never works. Can we use both of these? We can. Nice. Max it out just to be sure. Oh, it's not looking so healthy, is it? Ah, well. Still roll the dice and won. But there's always a chance. That's what you need to keep in mind. You say that, but I've seen some things posted on the Discord of people who've like gotten it with 10% perfect and 10% completed, and it still manages to roll it. No, unless so. Part of this playthrough here is to look into exactly what is the state of Celestial, in case it needs a little bit of tweaks, to make non-Eclipse play more comparative to Eclipse. But beyond that, all the other schools are good. So unless something really dire gets pointed out and flagged, reworks will be pushed down and away. Yeah, we'll see. There is obviously a lot of new content in LF that will need its own balancing. And that will be the focus for the foreseeable future. Ooh, I did forget to Restore. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. And we have ourselves quite a selection of recipes now. Though, sadly, not the one I was looking for. Which is the bottleneck pill, so I guess we'll have to buy that one. And also, presumably, the distillation one. This one, and this one. But we are rolling in sect favor. I have not been spending at all. Bottleneck pill needs distillation and true flame orchids. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Wonder if we could maybe grab one of these as well. We're fine. Celestial War Carriers, we don't need it. Currently there's no new neutral techs in LF. If you're talking about specifically the guild ones, those will be coming after LF is released. So LF has the core mechanics and everything central to the realm. And all of the future stuff is going to be coming in the month after. So quests, extensions of storylines, guilds, things like that. And with that, more neutral techniques. So let's have a little look. Okay, our garden hasn't grown anything yet. We could just go and take a stab at getting ourselves Spirit Core to give to the Forge Spirit. Because surely I'll be able to beat a late, right? And how hard could it possibly be? Easy. Very easy. I mean, having an extra, 55% Celestial boost is pretty solid. We'll see if we can beat the stronger ones. Ooh, those are some quite big hits. But no, think we stabilized? Ooh. Famous last words. That was some serious health bouncing around. That's a sign that my barrier is just not quite high enough if things are breaking through too easily. But we do have quite a lot of barrier stuff. Maybe we just need to master our techniques to add more barrier to them. Bit of vulnerability on that one. We don't need that. Guess we might as well upgrade that, though I don't really want it. Extra chance of... Vulnerability is pretty good. And I probably should actually enhance some of my stuff one day. No, that's not super here. Yeah, ideally, we would get barrier effectiveness on our masteries, but not been doing great on the rolling on that front. We haven't even mastered this one at all. That was all this. Good lord, we're so far behind on making our stuff good. Yeah, so we kind of want shielded around everything would be good. Get rid of all of our defense protection stuff and replace that with more shielded. I need to go back and heal. Now we could see if we can run one of the... Oh, Jogian, welcome. Glad you can make it to the city and drag along one of your henchmen. Not that they will survive the power of us, right? Right? Totally. I'm going to guess this isn't going to go too well. Ooh. Yeah, this is... That is a lot of damage. Oh, are we... No. They're not far off, right? One breakthrough, and we'll be destroying them. A few enchantments, we'll be destroying them. He has annoyed the guards, so he's bailed before he can do anything more dangerous to us. What's going on out here? Oh, fighting nobles. Right. We don't care about that, though. We want to go and see if we can hop into the tomb. It'll give us a lovely, easy key. We can run. We don't need to look at that. So we would love damage boost 30%. I'll have that, most definitely. And we'll give the enemy resistances to stuff we don't use. Fantastic. There's a lot of scenes in the game that have low chances, so yeah. The more you play, there should hopefully be new stuff on new playthroughs. And we do go back and add new things as well. Give them vulnerability, that's pretty solid. Bit of early game barrier is fine. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly playing efficiently here. I am very, very low on... Well, I mean, I don't really have the proper gear for this. I don't even have all the good techniques for QC. Yes, I know, it sounds like an excuse I'm making for my poor ability to play my own game. So anything that has value to it, so has like items associated, do actually have pity. So the more you explore in a location, the higher the chance you'll get that particular encounter. And they are hinted at on the rumor boards. All the other things are stuff which only has, world building and lore implications. So the idea is that there's nothing that you'd feel like you'd actually be missing out on. Of course, if you want to see literally everything, then it will be a bit... it will feel a bit rough. Yes, the rumor board. If you go to various locations around the world, you'll find a rumor board which you'll buy hints at stuff. So, max health, base power, and armor. That's pretty solid for us. Less crit chance. Who needs crit chance? Crit chance and crit multiplier is quite nice. Everyone loves crit chance. Base power and droplet regeneration is always nice, but I'm not taking minus barrier effectiveness. Ah, crit chance is amazing. Let's have crit chance. And then a enchant for the Yeah, actually, I wonder what condensation art will go for with this. Probably just the 9, the 9 mountain one, to be honest with you. Base power is nice on that. Let's go for that. Regeneration and base power, always nice. Yeah, we can we hop over there right now. So there's one in, not there. One up here. In the Gate of Slaughter. I'm not going to fight the Gatekeeper just yet. As you can see here, you have a variety of potential things that you can buy. So let's say we want to buy this one. You won't be able to see what it is until you buy it. And then you get to see the hint. In this case, it gives it a hint that there is a compression altar on the first mountain of the 9 mountain sect. So if you want to find all the compression altars, you can just look at each of these and see if it maps one that you think. It's fairly new. I think it's like a few weeks ago, month ago, something like that. Right, let's just quickly go ahead and enchant our stuff. Base power 402 is pretty solid, so maybe that is better than a tiny bit of crit chance. Take it out there. We didn't get one of those or a mount. No, what we should probably do actually is just... Oh, our herbs are ready. As are the beast waves. Let's grab all of that lot. We should probably just quickly go ahead and... Okay, fine, Pilip, I'll help you. We'll quickly go ahead and then we'll equip the condensation art so we can enchant it just for some stats. Even though it's a rubbish one. We don't particularly care. Oh, there we go. You should be here now. Why can't I click you there? Interesting. I'll write that one down. You should be able to click the condensation art to enchant it. But obviously we can just use it from the inventory. Very nice. So, can we make it back to the city before the end of the month? We can. How do you think we'll fare in the Beast Wave? How hard could it possibly be, right? Now, I could do some crafting, or I could test myself. Let's just see if I can do the maximum one. I'll take them all on. Especially when we get a bit later, we want to make sure that we are ready to use any pills along the way. Just consume all of these. Oof. Make sure we got a bit of regeneration going. Oh, that's not looking good. That is a lot of damage. Oh, we're doing fairly well. We're doing fairly well. Not bad for a early having a shot at it. We should have enough to attempt some of the crafts we need. So, if we have a little look at the bottleneck pill, we need the Jiankang distillation, we need gold glasses. We don't currently have gold glass, but I think, if I remember rightly, they might sell them up here. They do. Give me all of that. Now we can go ahead and make our vials. Yes. One more, and we will absorb or roll the dice and always succeed. Keep that up. Rotate around. Do one more of these. Or in this case, use this one. This is a fusible, so we could probably go ahead for this one. Yeah. Look at that. With one stability remaining. And with that, we should have enough to make our bottleneck pill. Let's go ahead and do so. Keep that up. Absorb it. Very nice. We're already capped there. See if we can... Ah, bad luck. Be good if we can do the harmonious stabilize. If I could remember where that was from. I think that's a P-lip one, actually. Now I think about it. And he should have broken through. So he should be able to sell it to us. P-lip, do you have something good to give us? You do! Beautiful. Okay. I'm too injured to beat him up. That's a shame. But here we go. Show him how to craft. Apparently, just continuously failing. Beautiful. Okay, we should be able to break through. No, we have no key. Let's go have a little bit of meditation. How long would it take to meditate to get another, like, 3,000-4,000? Let's just sleep for, like, 3 months. Easy. Still need another 2 months. Look, I'm chill, alright? Just don't bother me. I am secluded cultivation. Yes, this is the first time you've seen me in months. I know, I know. I've been playing Final Fantasy, probably. I do have a favourite school. It is Cloud. But Blood is my second favourite. It's actually a really fun build you can play in core formation, Blood Cloud. What's my least favourite? Blossom. I don't like Blossom. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It has just caused me lots of grief over the years, and I now have an antagonistic relationship against it. It's been so overpowered so often. I'm glad it's slowly becoming more balanced, or should I say everything else is becoming overpowered, so it no longer seems so far above all the others. But yeah, that's my least favourite. Not that I would say that I don't like it. I just like the others more. Cloud is great. You just you pick a storm aspect, you stack it, and you're good to go. What more could you want? So we are now. Where are we? Middle. Lovely. Oh, and actually, we got a node of good action, so we probably want to make sure in our loadout. So repurpose keys are really good. We probably want that one over this one. I don't. Look, 60% chance, boring. 40% chance, exciting. Let's put this one here. We'll keep this one as a, oh no, I made a big oops. Actually, you know what? Let's just put this one in, because I don't like this one. I do tend to waste key when I click this one. Yeah, the 0% ones are exciting, especially if you get the stuff from the Fallen Star Observatory, which allows you to boost your success rates. Dragon Jade Spirit Cores. Oh yeah, we got a Spirit Core. That's what I was going to do. Forge Spirit, I have a present for you. And yes, I will do the Legacy of the Master. Nice. We have a variety of things. That one's exciting. That one's less exciting. Would I use this? I mean, it is success chance, and I do love gambling, so we will put it in our build. I mean, a kukri is just a small sword, right? Right, of this, what could we cut for this? These two we definitely use. These two we definitely use. Probably Cycling Fusion. We probably don't use that one. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit nicer. Look, Harmonious Completion is great. You mean Harmonious Fusion, right? Sometimes you just wanna click this. And if you don't want to click this, you want to click this or click this. I feel like I don't use this. I probably should use it. I guess I would probably be clicking this now, wouldn't I? Yeah, you're right. Okay. Get over here. Okay. Yeah, because if I have the option, I'll be either using Stabilize, Refine, or Siphon Key. Okay, I think we're pretty solid on our build. We can try for the Legacy of the Master. It's quite easy. It is Meridian opening. You know, this could be a formation puzzle now, instead of a crafting one. That might be exciting. Oops, I forgot to click that. Get that. You can succeed. I know you can. There we go. Yeah, the formations now being available does open up a lot of things where beforehand we hand waved the puzzle. Yeah. It's fun to have it in there if we have a reason to do so. Right, so what did we need to go to late? We just need more. Do we have all the resource to do so? We probably do. We just need to go and like meditate for another 6 months. Pop that in there. 7,600 keys, so 7 months. Or 3 months now. We do some mining to maybe get it along the way. We do have to go down deeper. That might be a better way of spending our time. I don't even have the recipe for it. Do you sell the recipe for it? No, but I do need that one. That would be useful. Let's have a little look. The flares. Probably can make some of these, actually. Let's just quickly learn this whilst we're here. Then we'll do some mining and hopefully along the way get enough key to break through to late. Oh, yeah. I stopped paying attention, as usual, and just hammered the button until it wasn't useful anymore. Okay. Terrible luck. Absorb. Gamble. Gamble always wins. Absorb. Dare you. Absorb. Oh. Oh. More gambling. There we go. With all of our chance-based things and our key restoration now, we have quite a lot of strength in our crafting. Right, let's see. Yinging Flare, the fancier version. Craft that. Effectable, so I could just do this. This. Roll the dice early. Nah, never. Absorb that one into stability. Keep that up. Door and continue rolling. Oh, it feels very smooth with all of that restoration. Thousand flares should be enough for us to do a good bit of digging. Right, let's see. Yeah, I'm good at crafting. I promise, Pilip. There we go. Thought I was going to fail just doing completion at that point. Okay, right. Let's. Oh, what do you have to ask us about? Oh, yeah, sure, whatever. What's up? You had a rough time, didn't you? Your village got destroyed, and Forge Lord dragged you around, got you to mine and build a bunch of stuff, and it was like, go join that sect. I'm done with you. He's a friendly guy, you see. And then I'll beat you up too. Why not? And you can also learn Rapid Fusion. Brilliant. So let's go and mine a little. We actually only need like 1,000 more key, so it shouldn't be too long. Oh, there is a refined key pool. Cool. I actually do not remember the requirement for unlocking Sublime. Certainly the Forge Spirit hasn't asked me to come do it yet, so there must be a craft skill value that I'm missing. I have the quest already. Was I not paying attention? I do have the quest already. Fine, I guess we'll go and learn how to do Sublime things. Once I hit late. Which I can do right now, actually. Fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and learn how to make fancy stuff. Look, my crafting is perfect. I don't know why the Full Spirit is saying that it can be better. Hmm. Oi, just tell me how to do it. Thank you. Yes. Man, it's been a long time since I've done this. It's a flowing one. We can use these to upgrade nicely. Oh, the gambles aren't working good for me today. Probably restoration, yeah. How hard could it possibly be, right? It's easy, easy. Having this one here is actually pretty solid for these. Come on. Okay, so hopefully we can go over now. Yeah. Restore with that one. Absorb that one. Gamble always pays off. Easy peasy. Yeah. We also should probably upgrade our cauldron. We can now that we can focus on doing some crafting for a bit, I guess. Don't actually need that yet. Okay, so time to begin the gambling. Golden and past stuff is really good, but you do have to build around it. And you do need to use things that reduce costs, otherwise you're just burning your key. Yeah, let's do a restore there. Flowing, so we could gamble. Here, okay. We're making some progress. Absorb. Easy. Never punished, right? And we are at beautiful 200 and 200. That's probably the easiest one, ForgeWorks. Now, let's go ahead and attempt to craft alchemically. Why is the tooltip broken, Grin? Looks like we need more bug fixes. Because I can't see nothing. Right, so... immediately, let's try to keep our key high. Now, I've no idea what any of the combinations do because I can't see in the tooltips. But I'm sure I'm doing something good. Let's use that one. and roll. Keep stacking that nice and high. Yeah. I'll minus it up. Yeah, restore. Gamble. Gamble never works. Don't know why anyone gambles. Terrible, terrible. Let's restore some key from that. And then roll. Yeah, whatever. We can do this. Got flowing, so we can roll the dice. Never works. Oh, so it does. It's supposed to show over here as well. But yeah. Cool, so we probably do want to... I mean, our key pool sustain is pretty solid. But what we want is our action success chance one. That one is, yeah, going to help us the most. Refine, stabilize, support. Let's keep that one going if we can. So yeah, let's start off with that. Let's hit this, and then we can do that as the last one. We should have our... Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. Okay, so... Easy. Yeah. Ugh. Really terrible. This sure ain't coming together nicely. Every time I want it to roll well, it does not. As long as we can get this like to 45%-ish, we probably have a good chance of it succeeding. Don't need that. We roll this now. Probably fine. Absorb this. Door. Roll. Roll. Did we do this one? Yeah, it's a good chance. What we want. Not enough. Try again. We will try again. We should start with this, given that we had 2 of these coming up, but hey, it is what it is. Absorb that. Wait, remind me. I'm going for Refine, Stabilize, Support. That's the one I want to have up. Shame we don't have that available. And... yeah. Okay, so we should have good chances now. Probably worth doing this. Probably want to have a nice big fine on this one. Fine, stabilize, support. Door. Roll and roll. Nice. Keep this one going. Store it and no key. I mean, we could just skip the action success chance. Fine, stabilize. Keep that one going. So, roll. Roll did not work. Keep it going up. I mean, we're not far off a result that is probably going to cover us. That's 190. Okay, okay. Now we're looking good. There we go. Second one down. Now, inscribe patterns. Yes, it is. Do all the things in the order. Well, pick off all the stuff. Do them in whatever order you like. Okay, so let's go ahead and do so. We can absorb there, so we'll do this, do this, do this. Affectable, so it's a real shame we have these, but whatever. I mean, yeah. Gambling never pays off. Don't gamble, kids. Harmonious. We will roll this one. Yeah, that's good. Keep this up. Absorb some key. Push this higher. Send that up. This is brilliant. So nice. Never punished. It just keeps stacking the key control and key intensity the number of times you do it right. Maybe it should have a unique icon. I don't know. It's fine as it is. Okay, that was a shame. Roll and restore. And keep this up. Should I absorb? Let's absorb. Let's do this. So I can do 2 of these and 100% succeed at all of them. Or that one was easy. Easy. And now a resonance. You gotta commit. So our resonance would probably be refined, given that's what we bounce in and out of all the time. So start off with that. Take one, send it up. Come on. Door. I mean, this is obviously one of the few ones where you really benefit from using like the intensity ones. I think the intensity actions is probably the best one for like focusing on one stat that affects both. Set up. Restore. Okay, we can now swap over to fusion. I messed that one up. That was a that's a poor set of moves. But hey, never punished. We still managed to roll it nicely. Well, that all turned out well. We can now make our crazy sublime stuff. Maybe we'll make a fancy cauldron. Let's have a little look at what's available in the shop. Raging Key. Simplified insertion is just straight up good. Yeah, let's go for simplified insertion. A little look at what we need to, what items we need for that. We need blood iron, so we need to get ourselves down into the mine. Here we go. Then with a really good cauldron, we should be absolutely destroying all of the recipes. Oh, a bit of gold. Looks nice. We'll go all the way down to late, see what kind of stuff we can find down there. Now that we obviously have reached late ourselves, we are pretty strong. Equipment cache. Could potentially even make some gear from that. Maybe Skypiercer should use the ancient shards as its upgrade material. That might be interesting. Maybe we should put those in the pool of items that are required to upgrade. Force you to go mining more. So I guess for the higher ones, if it suddenly goes, go find me 50 like ancient artifact shards, it's going to be so annoying, so frustrating to find. We'll keep going all the way down until we reach the edge of core formation. Yeah, all we're looking to do is get ourselves a nice cauldron. Then we'll have a little look at seeing if we can beat Tidal Fang's key. And then, you know, maybe even break through. Who knows? Be nice if we can reach core formation at some point within the next, say, 40 minutes. And then we'll be ready to see how many altars we can do next stream. Well, I don't think we need the shard. We'll be just fine without it. Anyway, a few more altars is slightly more exciting to do. Especially altars that you don't have to like go all the way through pillar creation content to reach. I mean, technically the only right thing to do is to give it to Mo How Long. But his quest isn't done yet, so there is no continuation. And then, of course, you'll miss out on all of Tidal Fang's content, which would be a real shame because we do intend to add a lot in the future. Ooh, a Fury. Let's see how one of those fares against us. Well, if you never see it, it's only the possibility to just do a new playthrough, right? See the other branches of the story you missed. Yeah, so we do want all of the things you can do with the shard to have equivalent amounts of story and value to them. So that will come. It's just that it's not been made yet. An early access game. Missing bits. A few more bits of gold and we will go back to the surface and make ourselves a nice fancy cauldron. Even get some stars on it too. Okay. Oh. What are you up to? Yeah, give me the talisman thingy. Oh, Emma, what are you up to? You break through. Nice work. Now let's show you what real power looks like. Yes, this is a true celestial cultivator. You got some working to do to catch up to me. As I was about to do is just quickly upgrade our crafting actions. Not care about that. That's an interesting one to have. I mean, I guess I'll take it. Why not? Make sure that both of these have solid... These are just not the kind of things that... out of this. I want the other one. Clarifying? Isn't energizing? Energizing is... Clarifying is good for what I'm using it for. Crit multiplier. I do not need a ton of crit multiplier because I do not crit. Are you using my workflows or are you using like ChatGPT or something? That's good. Yeah, that's looking a bit better. Roll that one more time. Nope. Not there. 10% control. Okay, so that is about as much control as I can shove onto this thing. But hopefully that makes it even stronger when I'm going to make all this stuff. Right, what do you want? Want me to show you how to make a cauldron? I could do that. Probably. Yep, there we go. Do I have another slot? I do have another slot. But in there, I am going to put absolutely none of these. I don't want any of them. So I might get some of the new ones from the sect. Yes, brilliant stuff. Drawing brilliance, that is very strong. We do want that one. Now this one is great. Efficient fusion. That is so for the golden path stuff, using it with efficient fusion, fantastic. There's also another one which does, here we go, yeah, stabilizing refinement. Both of these. I think actually golden path doesn't cost key or something like. I don't really remember. It might be just this one that you want to halve that cost and make it more reasonable to use. You can take it quite low. Pop that there. Right, let's try and make my cauldron. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic to use. Speaking of, did I actually put it in my loadout or did I completely forget? I forgot. I want keep or cost multiplier. Probably use it over this, to be perfectly honest with you. Just so I can use it to halve the cost of gentle stabilize if I actually plan it properly. Hit this one. There we go. Keep that up. See, I should have clicked this and then clicked this, but I wasn't paying attention as usual. Gamble time. Gamble never pays off. So, we want to probably get back to absorbing. Use a brilliant one. Nice and high. Make sure we always keep that up. In this case, we can hit Fusion. Oh, that's unlucky. Let's not use it right now. Or should we? Whatever. It's still cheaper than it was basic. Now, when this is up, let's use this one this time round. Take it down by one. Absorb. Now efficient. This is 48. Much cheaper. Absorb that. The 200. So we want to focus on our affection when we can. But we can push this up higher. So why not? Harmonious it up. Halve. And use this. We are getting quite low. We have this. It's going to be pretty pricey to get there. Yeah, we don't really have enough to wait that long. Oh, that failure sound is always a bit painful to hear. Energized. We don't even have enough to pay for that. That's a real shame. We can at least use Cycling Fusion. Hope for a bit of gambling. Ah, whatever. Good enough. It is a better cauldron, at least. Now, let's go ahead and buy our intended art. The Cycle of 9 art. And we can go ahead. We could go ahead and try the cauldron again. With our slightly better one. We could also make ourselves some pills and things first, if we have the materials to do so. I'm not carrying any of the materials to do so. So let's just try it once more. How hard could it possibly be? I mean, am I carrying any reagents? No, I'm not. So we are doing it completely raw. This time, we'll try to actually remember to use the stuff I want. So let's do this and then that. Ourselves nice and high. Completely failed at rolling that. Absorb. Now restore. Oh, the chances are always so low. For this one, we will do this. Efficient. And keep this up. Now, we probably do need to restore at this point. Drop that down. This one we will probably roll here, so we'll make sure that we have the Cycling Fusion up. Harmonious Refine. And a Brilliant Restore. Now, we will probably... Yeah, let's try and restore again. And use that as a Harmonious. Okay, let's... We can probably restore there. So, in this one, we will just go ahead and try and push our key a bit higher. We'll use this one. And a Brilliant. We will halve so that we can just use this, make it really low. Yeah, we'll try and make sure we get nice high values on that. Use these wherever we can. We push our numbers nice and high. Without much success, apparently. Use this to restore. Come on, let's get some success chance going. Cut down one more, then we'll restore with that. We'll actually skip this one, just so we can... No, we can use Gentle Stabilize right now, yeah. Over the max. We'll be using Brilliant in a sec, so we'll go fully in. This one should be restored like this. And we'll go Brilliant. Harmonious on this. And hopefully Arvet, use this to get some really cheap returns. Brilliant it up. Down a bit more. Take that up. That's not the one I want to use. Well, whatever. We'll roll the dice again. Now this one I will need to restore. Yeah. Harmonious. You what, mate? That was like 3% chance to roll. Okay, fine, whatever. Never lucky. Well, no, wait, oh no, wait, no, 2 stars. That is actually good luck. Or is it? Wait, what's going on here? Is there no sublime version of this cauldron? Ah, that's why, yes, I can't actually make a sublime version of this. There is none. How interesting. I would have thought there would be, given that we can unlock it in this realm. I guess we only really introduced it in Core Formation. As for your question about the condensation arts, there isn't a best. At least I don't think so. I think each has its place. So they, depending on your build, they will be better or worse. Now, if it does turn out that one is better than the others, we will balance it in the future. Yeah, look at this. A little bit of extra stats on both. I don't know. There was some very degenerate builds of the Eternal Immolation that just spammed droplet techniques constantly. Now you're essentially restricted to having one per stance. But it is... I don't think that's necessarily that much of enough. Only being able to make one of the strongest techniques per stance rather than making your whole stance be them. Yeah. I would be surprised if that suddenly makes it significantly worse than everything else. But I've been wrong before. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, the intention of the condensation arts is that each one is quite broadly usable. Oh, actually, let's do the Beast Wave this time. We'll succeed. That you shouldn't feel like the condensation art is build dependent. You should always be able to use them. Yep, I'm more than happy to add some extra droplets to Eternal Immolation. It already has droplet regeneration, I think. I mean, most builds should have healing. So the fact it costs health, I don't see as that bad. Yes, blood can make really good use of it because it actually scales off true damage. At the same time, it's not like you're getting punished that heavily for not... Well, my confidence in just talking and assuming it was going to win in the background was completely unfounded. Good lord. Almost, though. Let's heal back up from that embarrassing display. We've humiliated ourselves twice in a row now. Yeah, it is a constant balancing act. figuring out what stuff is good and what stuff needs some improvements. Yeah, I don't have any of those. So let's have a little think. Are we strong enough? Have a go at the Tito Things key. You can learn about some key circulation from me. I am amazing after all. Right, let's just do this. How hard could it possibly be? Yeah, I think for Mortal Immolation, Eternal Immolation, it probably needs a slight increase to its base droplets, and that would cover it. We do not want. Vulnerability is pretty risky, but doing less damage kind of sucks. So let's. Well, that scales. So if we go slow, we're going to die. So let's just take either of these and take an artifact enchant. Put a request in. Otherwise, I'll forget what to do anything to Eternal Immolation. We can give them this. That's a nice, easy one. That would be painful. Yeah, let's just give it that. Wait, just wanted to quickly show this. Look at this beautiful shader on this distortion. Looks nice, doesn't it? I do spend a lot of effort on making little bits of visuals every now and again, so it's always nice to take a break, reflect on how cool everything looks. I think it already does have higher base regen, doesn't it? Or was that removed? Thank you. I appreciate that. Heal back to... Well, this one is just free, so we could do this one. At the end of the day, we only care about going in and getting ourselves our... a vessel. Wait, this is not where we get a vessel. This is where we steal things that we shouldn't be stealing. I forgot. Yep. Did our thing. We ripped something out of something we probably shouldn't have touched. What could possibly go wrong? Barrier effectiveness, always good. Base power, always good. So, droplet regeneration and base power. Let's go with that. Everyone loves base power. Yes, hopefully more will be revealed soon. There is quite a lot of new lore in Life Flourishing to answer some of the questions you all might have been having, so look forward to that. Now we probably want something, just more regen. Everyone loves more regen. Combat core. Now, losing some max pool for control and intensity is pretty good at the moment because we've got quite a lot of max pool. We'll take that. That is a lot of stuff. But is it better? Barrier bleed 5% is fine. Yeah, we'll have that. Okay, let's enchant our lovely gear. Oh, we do not want to enchant our crappy art. We want to enchant a good one. I think I'll put that one on. Just good. We don't really have anything to use our region on yet, so... Got that. Enchant our Skypiercer. That's a nice power boost. And we want to buy our different keys so that we can then get ourselves our key vessel. Yeah, it's 33% now, so you can use a 3 droplet technique without it instantly killing you. And there is a way to go over. Blood has a technique to do that, but it is the only way to do that. For now, there might be other things coming in the future. We'll just quickly farm ourselves up with some mystical wisps or whatever those things are called, so we can make some keys. We just need a purple key. Mystical Echoes, that's what it is. I think Overkill would be very abusable, because you can quite easily just stack up massive damage on a weak enemy and then just blast the entire wave for free. Which is why it doesn't... Which is why I haven't implemented anything like that. So, we'll hopefully have enough now to craft ourselves a key. Oh, this time you should not have a chance. I almost beat you when I was early, so it should be easy, right? It was easy. Beautiful. Now, deliver me free stuff. Thank you very much. Okay, we can unpin that. So, keys. Do I need to learn? Ah, yes. Okay. So if we're going to do any of these, we probably want one that gives us stuff for clothing. We haven't got a good clothing. Or talisman. I'd do talisman first, because the talisman's actually a little bit better. That's a talisman one there. Cool. Let's do this. Energize. So we just want to make sure we're not doing anything. Fix that. Easy peasy. And we'll do a clothing one as well. Set up. Roll. All that just in case. Nice. Speak up on behalf of the Free Cultivator. Ignore the essay. And we're going to go back into the tomb and get ourselves a key vessel. Starting with the talisman one, that one, yeah. We want talisman enchant, so let's just do that. And we are going to be... Oh, just damage boost. Damage boost is always good. Essentially just 30% more damage. I don't think we're going to do corrupt keys, to be perfectly honest with you. We will kind of skip that and go to the next realm. I think... Yeah, there we can do that over there. Erosion is always good. We do actually have quite a few variants of like combats coming in Life Flourishing. So there is some more variety coming down the line. Ah, welcome. We are, however, in the latter stages of the stream. We're just about to get ourselves the last part to do our breakthrough. Oh, assuming I don't lose to the Emperor. Okay, that was close. Sea vessel. We don't need that. Bit of celestial boost is fine. I mean, the space power is a good fallback. Max barrier and droplet regen. Yep, pretty solid. And we'll just take whatever. And we'll help BCG. Here, have a key. There we go. She'll be very, very good to us in the future. Okay, time to make our... Well, okay, we need a lot more key to make enough droplets. Good lord. So we need to meditate. Or should we mine? Mining's probably easier. Oh yeah, wait, sorry. T Dao Fang. Here's your shard. I worked hard for that. Please go enjoy becoming Life Flourishing. See, can we do this? No, we cannot. Good lord. Okay. Let's head back to the sect, heal, and then go fight something a little bit more manageable. Help Philip first. There we go. Right, let's... Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go and beat up some things down there. So satisfying, everything just explodes. Wait, no, that's why I want to go into the mine. Okay, let's look for... I mean, to be honest, we could probably just skip all the nodes we don't care about. Yeah, let's just... Okay. We're doing good. Let's skip all of these. And hopefully get ourselves the key we need to condense our 8 droplets. Actually, we haven't have we even got all of the techniques for the realm? I probably actually have a ton of shards now I think about it. There we go. Let's open all of these. Quite a lot of good stuff that we could put in, especially Lunar Chill and Sunlight. I mean, my build is terrible. Nighttime Fury, again, fantastic. My build could definitely be refined. It is currently quite a lazy one. I don't care about these. Give me some key pools. only thing I'm looking for. There we go. Let's just hop back to the sect. No. We'll fix the build on stream once we break through to the next realm. We have more space. I'm quite lazy around that on that front. Do it once when you have the new realm available, and then not at all for the rest of the time. Okay. Oops, I nearly failed that one. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, let's condense a few more droplets. How much is it for each? 5,000. Only I could make myself a good house. Can I actually just quickly go buy a better meditation one? I can afford that. Oh, I do need a sleep for like, what would it be? 3-4 years? Probably a little bit excessive. I'll just make a few more torches and go back down into the mines. Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, fair enough. All right, let's quick bit of extra craft skill. Let's hop back down. We should have enough. We should have hopefully enough to find what we need. Get out of here. There's one. A third mountain should be good. Oh yeah, good point. Shenhenders has some good ones as well. Let's burn through our flares and see what we can find. No. The sex system will be the next thing I work on after Life Flourishing comes out. So hopefully not too far off. Well, actually there's one thing that comes first, which is a slight overhaul of tournaments to make them more exciting. Given that there will be quite a lot of those. Competition between disciples is a very common trope, and that's one of the things we want. And between sects. So we want to represent that dynamic. Well, there we go. We have enough for another 3. Quickly annihilate some stuff. Yes, there isn't enough people interested in doing tournaments at PC. They're all just spending their time focusing on getting to Fallen Stars and looking for stuff that they can use to break through. Okay, let's hop up to Shenhender and go to the festival. Why not? Yep, I'll have that. You sell some stuff I don't particularly care about. Oh, I haven't upgraded my Nimbus Cloud. You give me key, I think. Nope. You do not. Yep, I'll have almost everything. So we'll eat all of those. And all of those. I get a bit more celestial power. And we'll quickly fix our build and see if we can win the tournament. And then we will work on getting the stuff we need to break through, which is more key. So we have Lunar Chill and Nighttime Fury, which are the two things, potentially Dayspring as well. So if we want to stack faster, we can use that there, this here. Maybe we do the same over here as well. We want to always use the big value one. And yeah, more solar attunement is good. And we want to keep up our Lunar Chill debuff. So potentially we replace this one here. Now I do realize I've moved all healing, so that's probably a terrible idea. Let's replace some of it with healing. Now we want to potentially do this one. We already have a ton of sunlight stacking, so we can do a heal there. Heal once every 3. Maybe it should be every other, just to make sure I'm being tough. Yeah, got a variety of builds. We're not stacking Lunar Attunement, but we are keeping up more builds, up more defenses. Yeah, you can heal via rotation, but it's whether or not I have enough. I'm too poor. Darn it. Let me just go sell stuff. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I will buy your thing later. Yes, there is a floating city. Thank you. Let me go to the tournament. Thank you very much. Okay. I wanted to buy one of these, but let's do it after I've afforded the tournament. Okay. QC, yeah. But it's... Nah. I'm terrible at this. I'm the worst Celestial Cultivator. Let's just buy our meditation formation and go meditate. Absolutely destroyed after all that playing around. But I'll always take a quick break from our planned stuff that we're looking to do to quickly help heal it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get meditating. That is much more efficient. Are we actually out of Spirit Stones? We are. But I wanna get my condensations. 8, 9. And we just need a bit more key. 9,500. We are almost there, but I'm out of time. So we will break through next stream. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today. And yeah, we'll continue this on Monday, I guess, or sometime early next week. But yeah, I'll post on Discord. And have a great day. Catch you all next time. Thank you for coming.